forgot that I shared with you guys this plant and the mistake I made. Let me grab the items. You guys remember when I said I had spider mites in this plant? And I had purchased this stuff. I did a video on how to get rid of spider mites. I'll put my plant care playlist below so that you can find that video. And this is the stuff I use. But I had this in my house as well for the weeds in the backyard and around the house. And I went into the laundry room. I grabbed the wrong bottle, and I had been rain is literally drenching the plant in this, which is a way that you're supposed to do this. So I'm thinking it's fine because where the plant sat, it's like you really can't tell. And like even with this, I'm kind of close up on it, but the plant looks nice like in green if you look in here and like right in there and all that, right? But it slowly was dying. And I remember my babe was like, well, babe, if it doesn't die, then you might be onto something and you can share that this weed stuff will get rid of spider mites. Well, the spider mites are gone, but the plant is as well. Look at it. It is browning really bad. So what I was going to try to do is cut off all the brown and see what happens, because there are a lot of new growth like this coming in. So I was going to get rid of all of the bad on it. Like, look at this. This is from me. I was getting ready to start pulling them off and stuff. So that one started kind of falling and it just fell down. So yeah, they are really brown. You can see the difference between the ones that are still kind of thriving. Then you see the ones that are like really brown. So I wanted to come back and let you know it did not it did not work with this plant. It wasn't for that. And I'm saying this because I was thinking like, oh wow, my plant is looking good, it's looking good. So all the way up until 2 days ago, it still was looking okay. Then last night, I mean, yesterday I start seeing it kind of dwindling, and then later I start seeing it getting darker. Then today when I was watering the other plants, I came by it, I said, yeah, this plant, that stuff ate it up. It ate it up. And I went from the base. That's what I'm so sad about. I went from the base of this plant when I was spraying it, because when I did the other spider mite plant, which is no more spider mites because of the spray that I'm supposed to use, I didn't drench the bottom or get down in there because spider mites could be down in, in this area of the stem. And so I wanted to do it with this, but I was doing it with the weed killer. So I'm going to go in and I'll update you guys. I'm going to cut this down, get as much off of it as I can. I'll show you a video that shows after I cut off all the stems. Then later, I'm going to give it a couple weeks. I'm going to keep watering it and tending to it and see what happens. These are the trials and errors of being a plant mom. Things happen. I was really sad and I said, you know what? I can't take it back. This is my fault. I can't take this back to the store. So I'm going to cut off all the bad stuff, and it's going to look like a Charlie Brown plant. I know after the fact, but this is going to be trial and error for you and for me when a plant, even if a plant is dying and you have to cut it down to the bare minimum and it continues to grow. I've seen a lot of people on YouTube have plants where they died or they were dying and they seem like they were on their last leg and they continue to grow. And this is why I didn't want to. I see this. This right here is not just a branch, but when this pops open, guys, it becomes several leaves. Like it becomes several leaves. As you can see, think of this being closed up, and these are tightly mounted in that one little pod, right? And when they open up, it becomes a nice branch. So I see about 3 of these on here. One here, and it's one here, and I seen another one. There's a couple different ones on here. So I feel like the plant might come back. So we shall see. This is going to be, like I said, trial and error. I'm going to cut everything off. I'll do another video. That'll probably be a regular recorded video of what it looks like after I prune it and cut everything off of it. And then kind of go from there with letting you guys see what the plant looks like. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut it and then keep watering it. See what happens. But I really killed it. Like I really killed it. It's, yeah, it's brown. It's, yeah, dying on me. Not dying. It's not really dying the way like most plants die, but it's slowly dying. And I guess that's what the weed killer does. Slowly die, makes them die, and then they just fade out. So we're going to get in there and clean all that up. And we'll see what the Charlie Brown tree looks like, or plant looks like after. All right, so that is what happens when you grab the wrong item. It's supposed to be this to kill the spider mites, but end up being the wrong container, which I'm gonna go run and put this back in the garage just so I don't do it again. So yeah, all right. And it seems like palms get spider mites more than any other plant. I haven't seen, thank God, any spider mites in any of my other plants, but palms really get a lot of spider mites. And it's different versions of palms, like this one, then the one I got from my daughter for her room. Hers got spider mites too, so yeah. I don't know what's up with these spider mites. I don't know if it's coming from Home Depot. No, because this came from Home Depot, but the two in her room came from Walmart. So I don't know. I guess spider mites love palms. I guess because of the way their leaves are, and it gives them more room to build webs from the leaves versus those type of plants or those type of plants. It's hard to build webs and or those. So yeah, we shall see. All right, guys, I hope you guys are enjoying these videos. Make sure to check out the plant care playlist that will be below. All right, later, gators. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you join the family by subscribing and hitting that notification bell. And that's